What's up, guys, and how is everybody doing out there? You know what? Today we're going to be doing some techie stuff, right? People ask me, hey, how do you edit with multiple cameras on your Motovlogs? Well, today, guys, I'm going to show you how I do it, how I incorporate it, how I switch scenes. So yes, today's a techie show. So if you're into that techie stuff, I think you'll enjoy it. If you're not, I understand. But anyways, I use Power Director. I think it's Power Director 18. That is what I use to edit my program or edit my videos in. I've been using it forever. Are there better editing programs out there? I'm sure there is. Are there cheaper ones out there? Yes, I'm sure there is. But I've been using it for so long, I just know how it works, and I like it. It's a one-time deal. You buy it, and it's yours. And it seems like every other year or two, they come out with a newer one, but I'm on 18. So anyways, I have it open. Follow the mouse. There's the mouse. Follow the mouse. You can see I drug in some videos from my Motovlog. All three different cameras were running, but how do you do that? Up here is your import media. You hit that, brings you to your libraries, and then you just input them. I'm not going to go through all that. I'm just going to go through how I edit and set it up. I'll show you here. Here's my opening, or I usually put it somewhere in the video. Let me play it so you guys know what I'm talking about. That song, right? That song there. Let me bump the volume up. All right. So I bring that down in there into my timeline. You got timelines here. 1, 2, 3, all the way down. This is the first timeline I'm using right here. So I always do a fade in. All right. You guys know that I fade in. So what I do is I double click on the left side of the mouse. It brings this up. This is a PIP designer. We're not going to go through all this because there's a lot involved with this. I'm going to go show you what I use in here for my opening. I always fade in, right? So I click my fade button, fade in. If I wanted to fade out, I'd fade out, but I fade in, hit OK. If you look down here on my timeline, now you see this green line here with 2 dots. So I'll come over, line it up. Now you see it's red. Left click, I drag it over and let off. Now it'll slowly fade in. Let me show you what I'm talking about. You guys see how it slowly faded in, all right? So that's how that works. Now we're going to get more in-depth of how I edit the videos. Let me left click. Let me remove this. Remove. You guys will see me use this quite a bit. Now I'm going to bring down my first camera that I use, the camera that's facing me. I left click on the clip, drag it down into my first line. So there it is, right? Now I got to find out, and what I do is, where do I start? Where do I start talking? Because once I get on the bike, all 3 cameras are on. I might have clicked on the back camera first, the head camera second, and then the camera facing me third. So how do you find out where you start talking? Here's how I do it, all right? As you can see, I'm sitting there, right? Adjusting things. I made a mistake. So now I got to get up and readjust things, get my key and everything. So I know where I started. I'm gonna pull to where I get on the bike. Here I am, getting ready to roll now, right? Now listen carefully. Here we go. Oh, and hit the throttle, Philly. Here we go, here we go. Now listen. You heard that. I honked the horn. Beep, 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 beep. That's my starting point. And what I do is I'll start talking. All right. So now we have all this here. That's dead space. See my mouse down here? This is all unusable footage. So in this program, you come over here, you have a split your timeline. See my mouse? I click that. Now I split this timeline. I have two separate timelines here. Still the original clip, but two separate timelines now. So I'll come over to this area here. I left click, and you see it's blue. I don't want this. I don't want this timeline. So I will right click, and it brings up all these other commands here. All right. We're only interested in remove. I come over here, it says remove and leave gap, remove and fill gap, remove, fill gap, and move all clips. I want to remove and fill the gap. So I click that, boom, see that? Automatically cuts everything out. Now, I'm going to hit the play button, and you'll hear me starting to talk. All right, guys, here we go. So I used the horn as my setting point to where I started talking, all right? So we're good there. And this is the main line I'm going to use, the main clip, because this is the clip that has the Rode go-to wireless microphone on. So you see the clip, you see the blue line. That's my main line with my voice. All the other cameras, yes, you're going to pick up sound because they do have sound to it. So now I'm going to bring down my second line. Let me do the front-facing line. Now we're in the second clip we're going to use. So we got first clip and second clip. Bring it down in the timeline, and you can see it comes up again. What I do, because I want to hear the sound from the second clip, I will mute the first clip. It's muted. You see over here? I mute that. I can even mute the picture itself. And we will do that as we keep going. So I've muted the sound. Now I need to hear where the horn blows again. All right? So I'm going to drag the clip, drag the clip, drag the clip. I know I'm going to get ready to take off. All right? I know I'm getting ready to blow my horn somewhere around here. So I hit play. Boom, you hear it? Bump, 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 bump. All right? So now, highlight this whole clip again. I don't need any of this here again. All right? Split the screen, two separate clips. Click on the clip I don't need. Right click brings up my commands again. I go up to remove and fill gap. And it filled the gap. So now both of these are in sync. All right? First clip, second clip is in sync. When I start talking, the clips are going to line up. Now we move to the third clip. Bring in the third clip down on the third line. Once again, I know I will take that one off. I know where I've blew my horn and where I started, so I'm going to drag my clip over to where I know I am getting ready to go. Let me mute that. Now I have just the sound and the picture. Let me get going. All right, so I knew it was right in here. I just took off. And I'll listen again, all right? Boom, there it was, 3 times. Click on my timeline, split my timeline, get rid of the excess, remove it, and fill gap. Now, all this is set up. Everything there, if I click here, like I said, I use that as the main sound. All right. Remove that sound. Everything should line up. Here I am.
Guys, here we go. Off on a motor.
Let me get you a different angle here. Let me remove that. Here it is, the angle where where the camera's facing me. So here we go.
Right, guys, here we go. Off on a motovlog today.
I'm getting ready to turn. My next clip, you will see in front of me what I see, and I'm getting ready to turn.
It's a Sunday.
And I turn.
I don't know, 11 o'clock. Got a late
right.
start. I did my
Stop. Check my behind camera. Yeah, my behind camera. There it is.
live stream this morning.
And that's my rear camera. So everything there is set up. Everything is in sync. All right. Let me go back to that one. Let me drop that one. So how do I remove the sound from the other clips? All right. Click on clip number 2. All right. I don't want the sound. I don't want the sound because of what I'm going to do later on and incorporate everything. So I don't want the sound. I will left click on the line. Double left click. Nope, not it. I'm sorry. Hang on. Right click. Right click on it, and I'll come up here to where it says link, unlink video and audio. I clip that. Now, these two are separate. Audio separate from the video. I click on the video. I right click. Once again, I go up to remove. There it is. I just removed the audio part of the clip. I'm going to do it to this line also. Link, unlink video and audio. Click that. Now I have two separate here. I want the audio gone and remove. All right, so clip number 2, clip number 3, there is no audio. Like I said, my main audio is off of my first line that I'm using. So what I do is, this is what I do. Other people might have other ways that they like to do it, but this is how I do it. All right. So we're going to start the video. Drop the volume a little bit. We'll start the video. All right, here we go. I'm coming up on the intersection.
On a Motovlog.
All right.
It's a Sunday.
Boom, I stop it. All right. Now, say I want to get that in there off my second line. So this is my second line I'm using, my second clip. I come up here, create a second timeline, all right? Now it's split. Come over here, run it. Hit play, so I see it.
11 o'clock.
As I'm cruising down the road,
Live stream
all right?
this morning, Adrian.
Freeze it, all right? And I want to use that clip, incorporate that clip into the main video itself. So I froze it. I split it again. Then I take the clip, drag it up into place, overwrite. So what I've done is I've overrode the original clip on line 1. So now we'll come back, delete that, and use the main clip. Hit play.
On a Motovlog today. It's a Sunday.
All right. See how I turn now?
11 o'clock.
Different angle, different view.
Live stream this morning.
And if you leave it play, it'll go back to the main
Live stream this morning.
title or the main line, line number 1. say I want to now come up and freeze it. I'll freeze it again. And I want to get the rear view of me coming off of Walking Street. All right. Come down to line number 3. That's your rear camera. I turn it on. I turn this one off. Click it. Boom. And I split it again. I split that third video. All right. Hit play. This is what you're going to see.
A little overcast. Hopefully I don't get no rain.
Freeze it. Go down to my third line, my third clip. Split it again. Go down to my line again. Take that clip I split. Drag it up. All you got to do is put it in between the lines. Hit the overwrite. And there it is again. So this is what it's going to look like from when I begin.
All right, guys, here we go. Off on a motovlog today. It's a Sunday. I don't know, 11 o'clock. Got a late start. I did my live stream this morning. Adrian, Robert. Did my live stream.
Transition.
You know what? It's been a while. You guys like when I do moto vlogs, so we're going to
Transition to the rear camera.
Vlog today. A little overcast. Hopefully I don't get no rain.
And transition back. Transition back to the other camera, to the your main clip. It's just a matter of cutting, splicing, dragging it up, finding out where you want to put a rear camera, a front camera, a face camera. That's all it is. I think the first time I played around with this program, doing a 3-camera setup motovlog, probably took me about 4 or 5 hours. Now I kind of know how to do it, a little on the quick side. Another thing is the transitions. If I wanted to do a transition, you see how right here is where this clip transitions to this clip, and then it transitions to this clip, and so on and so forth. Right here's my transition room. I click that, and multiple types of transitions here. Just a matter of picking one, peeling lines. All right, we're going to do that. Left click, I drag it down in between the clips, and it turns blue. You can see the little line, it's blue. All right, so then that will just transition into the next, the next clip.
Stream this morning, Adrian. Robert. Live stream this morning. You know what?
That's how that works. That's how my transition is in it. When you see a transition from one clip to another clip, that's how that works. Music, how does music, I mean, if you're completely interested, I can bring in music that would be on my downloads. Bring in music. I can say I can actually come here. I could split this here where I don't want, and just use music. Come up to unlink and link video. And then remove. Oh, hang on. Where are we at here? Sorry. I don't know what's going on here. Let me pull this over a little bit. Let me split this. All right. And remove. All right. Now I just took out all the music, all the sound and everything from our video. I pulled down the music line. I don't want that. Let me bring in another one. That was not right. We'll bring in. No. We'll bring that in. All right, we'll bring that in and put that in there. Now, we'll be talking, and we'll go to music.
Go down into Center City.
That's how that works. I mean, it's just a matter of cutting, splicing, putting music in, fading stuff in and out. I personally like doing videos where I do a lot of splicing, cutting, and music and multiple angles. That's why I love when I go diving, because I can create really nice clips with music, fading things out, transitioning things over. But yes, people ask me, you know, how do you do that? That's how I do it. Remove from library. That's how I do it. My final cut that I have, my opening, that's already been pre-recorded. That's already good to go. And then at the end, what I do is I'll have slices and cuts and pulls all on the second timeline, third timeline. Once everything is up, everything is completed, I left click, drag my mouse. You guys see that white line? All the way over. Pull it up. And then I right click and just hit remove. So I got rid of all those lines and all that stuff I've used, and everything is one final clip. Like I said, the very first line is the line that I use, that I edit and everything. So I'll give you a little example here. I can put this one in here, and it'll say, insert and move all clips. So it moved all the clips, all right? And we'll do a little fade in. Bring this up. Fade in, okay. We'll do a fade in, we'll drag that over. We'll do a transition. Let's see, what do we want here? Let's do this one's pretty cool. Grab it, bring it down in. I know I'm moving fast. As you see the blue line, all right, so everything's good to go. Come back, hit movie. When you do this, when you work with this program so much, it just becomes second nature to you. So we're good to go. Hit my movie. We're gonna let her roll. Here we go. Here's the intro. Puerto Galera, eating some good wings. One of the dive boats. These are all clips from old videos. And we're going to do the transition that I talked about.
Here we go. Off on a motovlog today. It's a Sunday. I don't know, 11 o'clock. Got a late start. I did my live stream this morning.
Another transition.
Live stream this morning. You know what? It's been a while. You guys like when I do motovlog, so.
And another transition. And it's just a matter of fine-tuning it, getting it down to the nitty-gritty.
2 cameras, actually 3 cameras are waterproof, however, my Rode microphone.
The nitty-gritties, getting it right on the spot. But like I said, this is just a kind of show you.
You know what? We're going to go somewhere different today.
And then we're going to come up to where we're going to transition to the music.
Go down into
and boom. So there it is. It kind of gives you an idea. Like I said, people ask, I know this is techie stuff, but I've been working with this program, 1,800 and some videos. There's new things I learned. There's some stuff it's pretty cool. Other stuff is, it's not that cool. But yeah, there it is. Thought I would share that. People asked, different video than my normal. So if you enjoyed it, leave a comment below. If you thought, nah, this was dumb, well, then you won't leave a comment because you didn't watch, right? But fun stuff. A little behind the scene things, right? So, all right, guys. With that being said, we'll talk to you later.